Welcome aboard, fellow enthusiasts, as we embark on another incredible video. Hello, YouTube friends. Join us as we unravel the mysteries surrounding Alf Kumalo. Alfred Khumalo, 5 September 193,021 October 2012, better known as Alf Kumalo, was a South African documentary photographer and photojournalist. As we transition to the next segment, let's unravel the mysteries surrounding overview and gain a fresh perspective. Khumalo was born in Utrecht near Newcastle in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. He first worked in a garage doing various jobs and then started freelancing for various publications, selling his photographs where he could. He did a lot of work for the Bantu World. In 1956, he found a permanent position at the Golden City Post and later received assignments from The Star, a South African daily, Drum magazine, and international publications like the New York Times. He was among the photographers who captured the Sharpeville massacre on 21 March 1960. In 1963, while working for Drum, he was selected together with Harry Mashba to go and shoot a story about African students in the Iron Curtain countries. The two made the front cover of the next edition of the magazine, Drum Men Go to Europe. While in London, he interviewed Cassius Clay and then found out that he had won first place in a photographic competition. The prize was an Austin-Cambridge motor car. Khumalo had been encouraged to enter by David Hazlehurst, the editor of Drum. Khumalo had used his African names Mangaliso Dukuza because he wanted the judging to be impartial and not influenced by his reputation. A picture of him and his award was published by The Star on its front page. A lot of black people talked about it for days afterwards, because in those days they would only get onto the front pages of white newspapers if they were thieves. Despite the prospect of being arrested and assaulted, Khumalo kept on taking pictures, sometimes at personal cost. David Hazlehurst recalled, "One day in 1963, when I was editor of Drum magazine, Alf Kumalo walked into my office carrying a picture. It showed a burly policeman delivering a vicious kick between the legs of reporter Harry Mashba from behind. Such was the power of the kick you could see the shape of his boot exploding through the front of Mashba trousers. It was the year of the jackboot of John Vuster. Habeas corpus had disappeared. The 90-day detention without trial act had given policemen a license to kill and assault behind closed doors with impunity. The police hated journalists and photographers in particular, for their pictures portrayed the truth about an evil system, and Khumalo, despite warnings, risked a severe beating to take the Mashba picture. He had tried to sell it to several papers with no success. Hazlehurst splashed the picture across 2 pages of Drum. Over the years, Khumalo photographed and documented many of the historic moments in recent South African history. These include the treason trial, the Rivonia trial, the emergence of black consciousness, the student uprising of 1976 and the Codesa talks. This was despite numerous periods of detention, arrests and official harassment. His work has appeared in international newspapers like The Observer, The New York Times, New York Post, and The Sunday Independent. Locally, he also worked for Drum magazine and the long-defunct Rand Daily Mail. To assist the upcoming generation of South African photographers, Khumalo opened a photographic school in Diepkloof, Soweto in 2002. The school offered 9-month courses designed to train photographers from disadvantaged backgrounds. He died on 21 October 2012. Get ready for a captivating exploration as we unravel the layers of books and their profound significance. Mandela, Echoes of an Era by Khumalo, text by Ezekiel Mfahal, Penguin, 1990, Alf Kumalo, South African photographer, Ituviven and Khumalo, Leonardo Art, Through My Lens, a photographic memoir, Khumalo, text by Tommy Faber, 2009, 8115, A Prisoner's Home, Khumalo, text by Zukis Wana, Penguin, 2010. In the following section, we'll be immersing ourselves in the captivating world of solo exhibitions. 2004 59th session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York City, a collection of his life's work. The exhibition was much acclaimed. 2012 The Struggle Continues, CBC Gallery, a collection of photographs of the Soweto Uprising. Exhibition opened on June 16, Youth Day, South Africa. As we enter this new phase, let's navigate the complexities of group exhibitions and discover its practical applications. 2001 Soweto, a South African myth. Photographs from the Urs by Alf Kumalo, Ernest Cole and Jurgen Scheidberg. The core of the exhibition is the student uprising of 1976. This includes some of Peter Magaben's work. 2002 Shooting Resistance, South African Photography 1976-1994. The exhibition documented the period of upheavals that began with the student-led Soweto Uprising of 1976 and culminated in the collapse of the apartheid regime and the introduction of democratic elections in 1994. Included were photographs by Khumalo, Jurgen Scheidberg and Peter Magaben. 2006 Madiba, Public and Private Nelson Mandela Foundation, Johannesburg. Work by photographers Khumalo and Jurgen Scheidberg. Scheidberg's photos are of the public images of Mandela from the Urs during the Defiance campaign and before Mandela's imprisonment, while Khumalo's are of Mandela's private life, particularly of his family. Many of Khumalo's pictures were taken of Mandela's growing family to send to Mandela in jail. Now, we shift our focus towards a topic that deserves our attention. 2004 South African Order of Ikhamanga in silver for his excellent contribution to documentary photography and journalism in South Africa. 2005 South African National Editors Forum Nat Negasa Award for Media Integrity for displaying courageous journalism throughout his professional career. If you have any suggestions for future videos, feel free to drop them in the comments section.